What's up, YouTube? Topsy5401 here, and it's time for another binder rummage. This binder features some of my retired pitchers, and it's very Tim Lincecum heavy, so maybe someday I will get a Tim Lincecum binder only going, but I'm just going to go through the Lincecums real quick. This isn't a Lincecum PC showcase. I got all kinds of guys in here. But man, Timmy, one of my favorite pitchers of all time. His career was short, but it sure was sweet. 2 no-hitters, 3 world championships, 2 Cy Youngs. I mean, how much action can you pack in that short career? Just did get over 100 career wins, and he was on the Hall of Fame ballot. I think it was last year or the year before for the first time, and he didn't even qualify to be on the ballot for a second time. So I thought that was kind of, I don't know. I mean, considering all the accomplishments he had in his peak performance years, it's a shame that he doesn't qualify to be on the ballot past his first ballot. I think he got like 1% of the vote or something, which was kind of surprising. But Tim Lincecum, man, look at him holding a trophy there. Look at them guns. Look at them guns, Timmy. But he's an all-time fan favorite with us Giants fans. So got quite a few of his cards. I'll just kind of go through these real quick because I want to get to the other players in this binder. Man, I didn't realize how many I had of him. But maybe I'll get one of those 2-inch binders for Timmy. For the Winnie. Timmy. So there we go. Man, this card here, I love that 3D card right there. Yeah, that card is sick. Guys, I haven't made a video in a while. I've been working a lot. But man, there we go. Timmy, Timmy, and then Timmy. Now we're moving on. Barry Zito, he played for both the Giants and the A's. And of course, those are my 2 favorite teams in baseball. Ironically, I was a huge A's fan when I was a kid. There we go. We got Tim Hudson, who also played for the Giants and A's, along with the Braves. Hey, I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. So there we go. Tim Hudson, Jake Arrieta. He had a pretty good peak. He had some good peak seasons as well. CC Sabathia, believe he will be a Hall of Famer when he qualifies. And, of course, Felix Hernandez, he's going in the Hall of Fame. Got a couple of pages of King Felix. And then we got Hideo Nomo. Got a whole page of him. I got some nice rookies of him. But Nomo was good. So, Hideo Nomo. Doc Gooden. I'm hoping, guys, just as kind of speaking about Doc Gooden, I'm going to be in Concord this Sunday, and Gooden is signing autographs, and I have a couple of his jumbo rookie cards. Here, I'll show you now that I'm thinking about it. I'll just kind of go over here, and I'm getting a little sidetracked off the binder, but there we go. I got a couple of his jumbo rookie cards, and I'm going to get these signed. I'm going to have Gooden sign them. I think these will look really cool autographed. He can give them a nice big old autograph, but these cards are sick. So, got 2 copies of that card. There we go, some Goodenage. Man, I need to get his, I got his Topps, his Donruss. I need to get his Fleer rookie card, I guess. I don't have a Doc Gooden Fleer rookie card. And I need to get his 84 Fleer update. I don't have that one either. My favorite childhood pitcher, Dave Smoke Stewart. Man, what a great pitcher he was. I've had the pleasure of meeting Stewart in person, and he's a lot of fun. A great fan of baseball, and boy, he loves talking baseball. He's got a lot of stories. So there we go, Dave Smoke Stewart. Yeah, that's that stare down. He had that same stare, there we go, as Bob Gibson. That Bob Gibson, Dave Stewart stare. But, and, you know, when he's not on the mound, Stewart is actually really, really mild-mannered. But, boy, you put him on the mound, and it's game on. Don't mess with Dave Smoke Stewart. Of course, I got a lot of Stewart cards, being he was my favorite pitcher. Like in junior high and high school, that's when he was in his prime. And that's when I really enjoyed watching Dave Stewart. Then we got Vida Blue, which I can't believe Vida Blue's not in the Hall of Fame. I think a lot of that's like political related. And then we got Mike Norris, who was a 20-game winner with the Oakland Athletics. Of course, so is Vida Blue and Dave Stewart. These are rookie cards, and I'm hoping to get these autographed in person by Mike Norris. So one of my buddies knows him really well. He lives in Oakland. He doesn't know him really well. He just knows him, and I'm sure I'll see him at a card show and get both these cards autographed from Mike Norris. Now moving along, we got Frank Viola and Kevin Brown. So both these guys were pretty good pitchers. Man, love those old classic Viola cards. Kevin Brown, that's a nice refractor, actually. 97 Bowman Chrome International refractor. Look at that shine. Look at that etching on Kevin Brown. And then we got Bob Welch and Fernando Valenzuela. He's another guy, I think. You know, they talk, it's really nice watching the MLB Network in the offseason because they talk a lot about these guys from the 80s, like Doc Gooden and Fernando Valenzuela and Dave Stewart and Vida Blue and, a lot of these pitchers. You can learn a lot about them watching MLB Network and reading. And then, of course, I remember them. Mark Fitterich, one of my favorite pitchers of all time that I never actually saw pitch. But when I watch the highlight reels, I love Fitterich. Man, who remembers Jose Fernandez? Now, you might be asking, why is Jose Fernandez in your retired Stars binder picture? Well, he was an up-and-coming superstar, absolute stud. And if you guys remember, he died in a boating accident about, I don't know, between 5 and 10 years ago. It's been a while now. It was a real tragedy. But I think he would have been one of the all-time great pitchers. And I really enjoyed watching him. So I got a few of his cards in my binder. We got David Cohn and Brett Saberhagen. Man, all the former Cy Young Award winners. Man, the Louisiana Lightning. Ron Guidry, one of my favorite pitchers as a kid. I just loved looking at his baseball cards when I was a kid, Ron Guidry. And then we got Andy Pettit. And he was clutch in the postseason, Pettit. Got a whole page of Abbott. Just a huge Jim Abbott fan. If you guys don't know who Jim Abbott is, go back and look at the footage. There he is. He had one hand. And he was defensively a fantastic pitcher. I mean, he knew how to transfer the glove from his pitching hand so he could field. He knew how to field with one hand. It was amazing. It was seamless. There's his Olympic card. So Jim Abbott, great pitcher there. And then we got some old school guys. We got Billy Pierce, Luis Tiant. Everyone knows who Tommy John is, but Luis Tiant, Billy Pierce, man, what a great pitcher he was in the late 50s into the 60s. And then, of course, Don Newcomb. So some old school guys. I don't have every pitcher star. And my pitching stars binder is lacking a lot of guys. Pitchers are just tough to collect, But Dave Wells, remember him? I remember him throwing a perfect game. They call what was his nickname? No, that was somebody else. He had, I don't remember his nickname. Guys, comment down below. What was David Wells' nickname? He had a good nickname. And then, man, Oral Hershiser in the late 80s. Just an unbelievably dominant pitcher. These are really nice rookie cards of his. So I got some Oral Hershiser in here. We got Kerry Wood. I'll never forget that 20 strikeout game. Tanaka, when he first came into the league, I think he had won, I don't know, like 20 decisions in a row. Maybe I'm off, I don't know. But I remember he was real dominant, and then he just kind of was, never really regained the form after he got injured. Then we got Curt Schilling, who should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. It's ridiculous that he's not in the Hall of Fame as well. I could say that about a lot of guys. Billy Wagner will get there someday. We got some nice Wagner cards. And we got some closers. And well, Dave Righetti, he was a Giants pitching coach for a long time. And then we got Eric Gagne. Man, I got some great memories of Gagne in matchups with the Giants and Barry Bonds. They had a few epic battles. He was a dominant closer for the Dodgers. Of course, Joe Nathan was a dominant closer for Minnesota, but I got him only in the Giants uniform. He came up as a starter with the Giants and wrapped his career up as a closer with Minnesota and had a fantastic career. And then the local kid, Brandon Morrow. So I've shown these cards a few times. I got a nice little Morrow collection in here. So I'll go through these real quick. Nobody's going to really know who Brandon Morrow is except for me. But I really enjoy collecting Morrow. So that, I think that wraps it up. Yep, look at all those minis. So there we go, guys. Some of my retired stars pitchers binder. It's kind of a random mix of guys, mostly guys from my childhood, a few guys from before my childhood, and then just a few fan favorites that I love. So thanks so much for tuning in, and as always, until next time, happy collecting!